YouTube. How y'all doing? Okay, I know y'all is letting me have it in the chat. I know y'all dragging, but we are here. What's up, everybody? We have a full show today, and I have to make sure that I had everything together for this show. Okay, I had to get it together, so I want to say shout out to all the producers. We had an amazing time over there on Station here. You guys, I was over there. I don't know what is an hour or was it 2 hours. I really don't know how long we was over there on Stagehead. And so once I got done with the Stagehead show, I went to bed. Okay, I was so tired. I was drained. It was a great show, but I was drained because we spilled some tea over there. We were talking about some things over there and everything like that. So let us get started. We're going to talk about. We got a lot of subjects that we're going to talk about. So this is why I put the picture at the end, put the picture on the green screen so you'll know who we're talking about because it's a full show. Okay, we're going to get into, first of all, we're going to talk about Ice Cube. We're going to study the first topic that we're going to get into is Ice Cube. Let's get into Ice Cube. Now, Ice Cube has been in the news and he came up with a plan for a contract with Black America. So everybody was dragging him when it came to this contract. People was all in the chat, all around, talking about why is Ice Cube working with President Trump with this contract with Black America. And he was talking against, you know what I'm saying, talking against the president and, meeting with the president. And people said, why are you meeting with Trump? That's helping him win. And Ice Cube was like, listen, I have this plan together to help Black America. This is the reason why I'm doing this plan to help Black America. So now he is in conversation with the Biden administration to talk about the contract with Black America. And you read the contract. I'm going to sign the contract. I'm going to put my name on here and I'm going to sign it right now on his website because it's the contract with Black America, because I agree with the contract. It talk about home ownership. It talk about entrepreneurship. And my only thing that, they should have, okay, here we go, a summarized version, because I'm like, child, that was a lot of writing. So I'm really, really looking forward to this plan. And this plan definitely should, take action. I would love to see him have a meeting with President Biden. Now, this is what I want to say about this meeting. I don't just want him to have a meeting with President Biden and it's just Ice Cube. Have economists, have Black scientists, have Black experts in the real estate business, Black experts in police, in the police community, have experts and activists. So don't go in there by yourself. Have a meeting, have it live stream where we hear the conversations, where we hear the president promise things. Don't just go up in there, a secret meeting, and y'all take a photo op. The community should be able to hear what is being promised from the Biden administration. And when y'all leave that meeting, y'all should leave with a plan that you all should implement this. And it should be some type of a time frame within the first 2 years, within the first 3 years or something. It should be something with a guaranteed timetable of implementing those policies. Okay. I think those policies should be implemented immediately, but it should be live streamed so it could be very transparent. So Ice Cube don't get dragged in the streets like he got dragged when he had a private conversation with Jared Kushner. He got dragged. Oh, baby, they dragged him. He came out. They weren't caring about his song F the Police. They weren't caring about the NAA. They were dragging him all through social media. And we don't want you to get dragged, Ice Cube. So listen to my ideas. Have every experts in the room. Whatever expert you think that would be great, have them in the room. I'm not going to name any experts because it'll create a whole bunch of controversy. But if you want to have it, I think it would be great. I think you should. I'm going to name some people. What about Roland Martin? I think he should be invited in the room. I think Sean King should be invited in the room. I think Tamika Mallory should be invited in the room. I also believe so many other people should be invited in the room to have these hard questions. The people that's on the ground, have Angela Rye in the room. It's just to be great. I really, really think that it should be awesome that you have experts in the room. So whoever you believe that should be in the room, Ice Cube, bring at least about 10 or 15 people that represent, that's out here putting in the boots on the ground, that's out here doing the work, and live stream the meeting. We all should be able to hear what is being promised so you don't get, dogged out and dragged, because you know how the Black community get. We come out here, oh, you doing that with that? Oh, you ain't woke. You working for the man. You ain't woke. You know how they talk. You know how they talk. I'm just gonna tell you right there. And you doing this? I don't want that. I don't want that. You know, so to keep all that, have it live stream. Okay. And I'm gonna say this, P. Diddy. This is the time where you use your power and your infrastructure on the Revoke TV. We should be able to see it on YouTube. We should be able to see it on Revoke TV. We should be able to see that meeting on BET. We should be able to see that on OWN Network. We should be able to see this meeting live stream on Rolling on Twitter. Every black network that is towards black people, that meeting should be live streamed, and we should be able to hear what is going on. Just like we should have been able to hear what was going on when President Biden were meeting with those civil rights leaders and people in the civil rights, and he was talking all that. He was talking that big stuff up in there, being kind of disrespectful. But that needs to be live streamed so the public, so us regular folks like myself and those that are viewing me, that they know what is going on in Capitol Hill, what is going on in the White House. And don't just meet with President Biden, Ice Cube. Go walk down the street, go to the Capitol, and you meet with the Democratic leadership, and you meet with the Republican leadership, and you live stream those meetings. But don't stop there. Take your behind to the Senate and meet with the Senate Democratic leadership and meet with the Senate Republican leadership. Don't just have a meeting with Biden. Have a meeting with the legislative branch, because they the ones that gotta put it up for a vote, write it up. So you got to go to them too, because they got the purse. They the purse holders. Don't just go to Biden and be like, oh, he said this. No, go to the to the Capitol and also go to the Senate. Don't just go to. I talked to President Trump. Everything is fine. He ain't got the power like that. Now, what you're talking about legislation that have to go to Nancy Pelosi, which is over the House of Representatives. She put the bills up for a vote. She got the power, so you need to meet with her. You need to meet with Chuck Schumer, because he's over the Senate. He got some power. So you have to talk to those that are in power to make sure that they pass those bills to help us. And regardless of what we need, it's a lot of us need a lot of things, okay? And that is the main reason why you should go and have a meeting. And then once you leave, I'm just giving a suggestion. We're going to move on, but can I talk about this? Once you leave there, travel the country and have these town hall meeting in the black community to educate them, so they could be informed about the conversations that you had, the progress that you had. Travel this country, go around from city to city, go in the deep South, go in these northern states, these Midwestern states, on the West Coast and the East Coast, so everybody will know what you and your team was doing and what was promised in that meeting and what the public needs to do. So we will apply pressure to our senators. We will apply pressure to our Congress people. So when they trying to forget about us, they getting phone calls, messages, emails and mail. They're getting pressure. So that's what you got to do if you really want some serious change to happen for us as black people. Okay. Did I talk about that? I know y'all love that. I opened up with some politics today. See, I ain't all the way dumb. I be watching the news. So I love the contract with Black America, but that don't mean nothing if you ain't out there putting in work and get those that in power that could put that contract actually into some legislation for us and for your children and for your children's children. All right, let's move on. And I want to know, what do y'all have to say? Did you read the contract with Black America? Give me a second. I'll drop it in the chat, and I'll let you all read it for yourself before I go. If you did not read the contract with Black America, I dropped it in the chat, so you all can read it for yourself, and then you can call in and say, hey, Wiley, this needs to be added, okay? I don't just believe in just telling y'all something. I believe that you go and look at it for yourself. Go and look at it for yourself. Don't be so and read it, and then take notes and be like, okay, this is what's needed. All right. All right. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna go to our second subject. We got a full show today, guys. Okay, we're gonna get into Porsha. Is this Porsha? Right here, Porsha. So Porsha Williams admits that she's lazy in bed. And this is a quote from her: I have not had any complaints. While she spoke with her Bravo chat room co-host, Porsha Williams reportedly shared that there was no shame in her game when it comes to how she chooses to get down in the bedroom. After mentioning the oversharing was their collective talent, she suggests that women play a game where the hosts give a quick description of their sex game after beginning the game by describing herself as very lazy in the morning, best midtime, terrible after dinner if she eat cheese. Co-host Giselle Bryant later follow up with a description of herself. I hope you like candy because the surgery sweet, very addictive. And this is what Porsha said. When Porsha shared that her little bedroom motto, apparently one of the lazy ladies out there, when the conversation between the co-hosts got extra spicy and silly. A little lazy, but I don't generally get complaints, the Real Housewives of Atlanta star said of herself. Explaining further, Porsha added, that is a dead fish motto. I love it. My thing is this. Is she admit if she don't get no complaints? Because I don't like laziness. And let me... I'll tell you about Mike. I feel like you should be getting you. If I'm putting that work, if I have to sit there and get on my knees and eat you out and do all of these things, you should be able to do some things too. Don't just lay on your back and we just about to do some missionary. No. You got to do a lot of work. If I got to do all this and my neck got to go back and forth and my tongue got to go up and down sideways in turbo speed and helicopter speed, you better get up there and do some work too. I'm not about to be doing all this work and you just about to lay on your back and not do nothing but just ha. Like, no, it's a lazy man suit, right? But if I'm putting in the work, you put in the work too. Y'all both should be leaving that like y'all just left running a marathon race. Y'all both should be leaving tired. Y'all both should be like, oh my, that was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. I don't want just no lazy that you just on your back ain't doing nothing. I had that experience before. At first, this one woman I was doing it with, it was great the first time. We both put in work. Boom, boom, pow, 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 wow. Then the second time, all she wanted to do was just lay on her back. And I was like, if this what you about to do, just lay like this? Like, come on, no. You ain't my wife. You somebody that I'm screwing. So you put in work. You get that lazy once we've been married for a while. Then you don't feel like putting all the work. You want me to do all the work. Then as your husband, I think it's my duty just, okay, for this one time, okay, I just put in all the work. But if it's just a screw, no, you got to be doing what I'm doing. I'm not about to do all this work. And you just go just lay there. No. No, I'm not here for that. I'm just really not here for that. So she admitted that she had, and she probably didn't have any complaints because she's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? And they probably say, hey, this is great. It's good and right. And so probably she didn't have any complaints, but I won't be shocked if somebody come out here and say, oh no, she was lazy and it wasn't the best. I won't be shocked. But then again, I don't think she had boring, sex. I think they doing this for attention. I just don't, she just don't give me that she give off laziness. I don't know. I don't feel into my spirit at all that she's giving out laziness. I don't. It could possibly be that she lazy, but I don't see it. I just think that she's saying this stuff for clicks and views. She's saying this for media attention. She's saying this to reach up blogs. That's why I think she's saying all these things. I don't think that she's lazy, because you got to keep in mind, they're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. These people being around each other, talking about this show. They're trying to drive up ratings. So I think she just said that just to get some attention, because ain't nobody really been checking for Porsha this time around. Ain't nobody been checking for Porsha this time around. But then again, you have to be the type of man that make the woman want to put in work. If you ain't putting in work, you know what I'm saying? Then that woman probably gonna be like, oh, I'm not really into it. You got to really you have to have good chemistry when you're making love. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that chemistry where y'all both are into it. Y'all both doing incredible things. But then every once in a while, I think she be out there marching and protesting a lot. Yeah, Porsha be out there marching and protesting. So sometimes she don't feel like doing all this. You get through singing, we shall overcome, hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe. After you get through doing all that, getting thrown out of jail, getting maced all in your face, you don't feel like doing all that stuff in the bedroom. You tired. After you get up doing all that, taking off your Black Lives Matter gear, getting in the shower and wiping off the black thing off your fingers from getting your fingerprint, you don't have time to be doing all that type of stuff. You be tired after you leave a protest march, and you be hungry. You don't want to be doing all that stuff because you've been around activity. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So I'm gonna ask y'all, okay? Press 1 if you think that Porsha is lazy in bed. I just want your opinion. Okay, press 1, and she may be out there in the bushes watching. Press 2 that she's not lazy. Let me know in the comments. Press 1 if you think that she is lazy in bed. Press 2, she is not lazy. I want to know what y'all got to say in the comment. Press 1, she lazy in bed. Press 2, she is not lazy. Y'all, it's something else. OMG, y'all, I'm seeing y'all right here in the comments. Okay, it's split. Okay, it is split. It is split. It is split. It is split. Okay, all right. Oh wow. Okay, so so we're gonna get into our next subject. Let me get into our next topic. Okay, y'all had to say about that about Porsha. Let us get into Bow Wow. Okay, Bow Wow, he want to join the WWE. And WWE.com actually put an article out and the title is Bow Wow the next hip hop star on his way to WWE. Could the one and only Bow Wow be on his way to WWE? After award-winning rapper dropped this on Twitter on Monday, the WWE universe is buzzing with potential matchups for Bow Wow inside a WWE ring. This is a tweet that Bow Wow wrote. He said, "Now I know this might sound crazy, but after I drop my last album, I will focus on TV and film. And joining the WWE has been a lifelong childhood dream to wrestle in the WWE. The idea of Bow Wow forming a tag team with the legendary Rey Mysterio certainly attracted the attention of his son, Dominique, and everybody has just been tweeting about it. So I'm saying this, go forward, Bow Wow. I can see it now. I can see it now. Ooh, I can really, really see Bow Wow in a ring. He's really great on the mic. And I think his mic skills is great. If you just go in there and just train for like a year or two, just really, really train really hard, I think he could potentially be a wrestler. Now, I don't think he's going to be on the Rock level. I don't think he's going to be on Stone Cold Steve Austin level. I don't think he's going to be on Hulk Hogan level. I don't believe that. But what I do believe is this will be some good clout for him to join the ring. It is money, and it's money there because everybody was talking about it. I was buzzing, and I would be more interested in looking at the product more now if Bow Wow were to join the WWE. I'm here for it. I'll be watching because, you know, sometimes I watch the WWE, sometimes I don't. I mean, he's going around finding fake jets. You know, allegedly they were saying that he be renting out car. Allegedly, one person exposed him talking about he didn't want everybody to know that he was trying to catch a cab or Uber. And so, I mean, he's going through financially. I heard he don't really got it like that. So if he want to join the WWE, let him. That's a good check. And if my leg wasn't wrapped up and fucked up, I'd join the WWE. I'd be right up in there in the ring with Hulk Hogan. Well, let me tell you something, brother. I'll be right there in there. What? My name is Bow Wow. What? And I was a rapper. What? I am here to team up with Rey Mysterio. What? I can't. And then he get in the ring with The Rock. Well, my name, it doesn't matter what your name is. Bring your candy ass to the ring. Okay, it doesn't matter what your name is. So I'm here for it. If he goes to the ring, I'm here for it. I'm getting me a ticket. I want to see him come down there. You already know Snoop Dogg might get up in there or get on the being a commentator. I am here for it. I don't care if he ain't built for wrestling. I just want to see him do it. Don't be trying to talk him out of it, y'all. This is some good entertainment. Man, I am here for it. Listen, I will be watching. If he joins, I promise you, I will get my WWE Network subscription back up. I will watch WWE Raw because I haven't watched. Don't get me wrong, I watch it, then I don't watch it because I'm still a wrestling fan. But once the pandemic hit and the fans can't come to the arena, I stopped watching. That's a big part of wrestling. When the fans go to, because I went to two. I think I went to Raw one year, and back in 2011 or 2012, I went to Money in the Bank. because I still got the Money in the Bank chair, and that was like a $300 ticket. I was like in my early 20s because I was a huge wrestling fan. So they had came to Chicago at Allstate Arena, and I was there having a good time. And one thing about a live wrestling event, when they play the music like Kane, it's like really loud. You know, back in the day, they would play like the fire stuff. It was like, it'd be really, really loud when you go to a live event, right? So I would love to see, you know, Bow Wow in the ring. Now, let me know, who do you think he should wrestle? I think I would love to see him. I would love to see him go at it with anybody, really, because he's a name. People know who he is, and that will attract a lot of African-American viewers to the product. I'm saying right then and now, who would you like to see Bow Wow get in the ring with? Comment below. Now, some of y'all gonna be naming some old school wrestling. Now, the 90s wrestling, that's the golden era. The Attitude Era and WCW, ECW, that was the golden era of wrestling. I don't care what nobody say. Their ratings was high. It was a golden era. I want to see him wrestle too. I think he should wrestle Romeo. WWE has been the same since. Y'all want to wrestle Romeo. Y'all say y'all want to wrestle Romeo. Somebody say I want him to wrestle Kane. Okay, yes. They said they want to they want him to wrestle Future. That y'all want to wrestle the baby. Y'all that talking about the baby, y'all want to wrestle the baby. Y'all want him to wrestle X-Pac. Somebody put up in the comments they want him to wrestle Megan Thee Stallion. You know what? You know what? Not y'all want him to wrestle Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all try it. Not y'all saying y'all want this man to wrestle Megan Thee Stallion. OMG. Somebody say y'all want to wrestle Ric Flair. Ric Flair wrestle. I would love to see him wrestle John Cena. I would love to see him wrestle John Cena. You can't see me. I love wrestling. Oh, God, just bringing back so many memories. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm seeing in the chat. Somebody said, "Who I would love to see him wrestle Romeo. I would love to see him Big Daddy wrestle Mama. I would love to see Megan squash him like a bug." Somebody, y'all talking about y'all would love to see him wrestle T.I. I'm looking at y'all comments, y'all. I am looking at y'all comments. Y'all is letting people have it in these comments, but I am here for it all. Okay, let us move on to the other subject. Okay, make sure y'all thumbs up the video and subscribe. Help us with the analytics. We got to move on to the next subject. All right. Blac Chyna wins another battle in Rob and Chyna's suit against the Kardashians. Blac Chyna has secured another victory in her legal battle against Kris Jenner and the Kardashians. Chyna attorney tells Page Six in a statement that the California Appeals Court ruled that Rob Kardashian ex-fiance is entitled to a jury trial in her defamation or her defamation lawsuit with the contract case regarding the cancellation of her former E! show Rob and Chyna. The three appellate judges agree with the trial judge's ruling that Chyna has submitted substantial evidence supporting claims against Jenner, Kim Kardashian, and Khloe Kardashian. So this is really good. Chyna evidence backs up her claims that they lied, that they got the show canceled. This is great for her. So now he's able to go to trial. I am so happy for Blac Chyna because the Kardashians and the Jenners did her wrong. They were trying to cancel her. And Blac Chyna said, no, I'm fighting back in legal court. I'm fighting back. So I am so happy that with this trial, I'm happy. I'm here for it. And I'm definitely going to cover this on the Wiley Show YouTube page. I am here for it. Chyna evidence bags up her claim that the famed momager lied about her allegations that Chyna beat the ish out of Rob's face and then allegedly used the lie to have the reality series canceled. Chyna also provided that although Kris Jenner was the ringleader for the plot to get season 2 of Rob and Chyna canceled, Kim Kardashian, West, Khloe Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, each separately defamed and intentionally interfered with Chyna's contract for season 2. So all three daughters face a trial by jury for their illegal conduct against Chyna. Chyna trial jury against Kris and her daughters is set to begin on November 29th, 2021. She seeks millions of dollars in damages. Chyna also has an upcoming jury trial against Rob for posting illegal revenge porn of her in July 2017. That separate trial is also scheduled to begin in late November 21. The evidence in our case, it's overwhelmingly established that the claims filed by Blac Chyna are without merit, and we look forward to a jury trial and dispose of these meritless claims. Rob attorney tells Paychecks. I am here for it. If somebody did you wrong, take it to court. Take it to court. I'm going to report on it when it goes live, when it goes to trial. I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to break it down. I am super excited for Blac Chyna because they did do her wrong. She was doing a show. They canceled it. They didn't like the clout they was getting. They did not want Rob Kardashian being around with Blac Chyna. He did what he did. She got pregnant. The bag was secure. And I am super excited that she, you know what I'm saying, that she did it. I'm happy that she said, hey, y'all did this. I'm going to take it to the court. That's what you do. When someone do you wrong, you don't have to take it to the streets. Take it to the courtroom. Let the judge handle it. Let the legal process have its way. And they tried to fight her tooth and nail, and I'm hearing that they were still ideas from Blac Chyna. I'm just hearing a whole lot of stuff about how the Kardashians and the Jenners do Blac Chyna, and she went through a lot, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Press 1 if you think Blac Chyna is going to win. Press 2, she's going to lose. Let me know in the comments. Come on. Press 1 if you think that she's going to win the trial, that she's going to win the case against the Jenners and the Kardashians. Press 2, she's not going to win. Press 1, she's going to win. Press 2, she's not going to win. Okay, we got a lot of ones up in here. So y'all is on her side. Y'all is on her side. Okay. Y'all is on her side. I am here for it. Y'all is on this woman's side. Ain't playing no games. I'm seeing y'all in the comments right now. Y'all is on his side. Y'all is on her side. I'm here for it. All right, Blac Chyna, you got our support. I'm with you, child. Go right ahead. And I'm definitely going to cover that trial like these folks are covering Tasha K trial. I'm going to definitely cover this. Okay, because this is going to the trial phase. Okay. Let's go to our next subject, Dave Chappelle. So on the Shade Room, they put a post out. Dave Chappelle revealed the Chappelle Show will return to Netflix following the fan boycott of the show. Said Comedy Central paid him his coins. Netflix really did something when the streaming platform added the Chappelle Show to his library, but things quickly changed when Dave Chappelle asked his fans to boycott the show about 3 months ago. They revealed he was not being paid for his show or his name and demanded that Netflix pull the show down. When it looks like y'all definitely had Dave's back because he was just announced that his show will be back on Netflix on Friday and revealed that Comedy Central gave him his coins. In a 10-minute performance posted to Instagram, Dave thanked all of his fans for supporting him. I never asked Comedy Central for anything, he said. If you remember, I said, I'm going to my real boss, and I came to you because I know where my power lies. I asked you to stop watching the show, and you did. So I'm happy for him. And this is the thing. When you believe in your people and you have a point of action out and tell them, hey, boycott this show, I didn't get my money. They was using my likeness, and the way how he broke this down, I am happy that people was like, listen, I'm not watching the show. I stopped watching it because I was watching it at one point. I stopped watching it. He said, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't support it. And so that's exactly what I did. Because I don't think that's right that we watching something, the man ain't getting paid for what he did. And look, and it was highly successful. And he's got a great relationship with Netflix because usually Netflix do not listen to you when you say pull something down off of Netflix. But they listened to Dave and they was like, okay, we'll pull it down. And the reason why, because Dave Chappelle got a lot about buying power when it comes to his people. in the numbers and the way how they subscribe to Netflix to watch his specials. His audience is huge, and people is a big fan of Dave Chappelle, not just the Black community, but he have a big support base in the white community as well. So I am happy that they paid him his money, which was due. And he probably got paid millions of dollars because that's what they owed him. And so he felt satisfied. Now they're going to put it back on Netflix. Then he's going to get a check from Netflix on top of the checks he got from Comedy Central. And then on top of the checks he's getting for all his exclusive stand-up comedy specials. I'm here for it all. That to me is great. His jokes is just, you got to be on a whole nother level intelligently to really get his punchlines because he really takes you there. I'm still watching his Saturday Night Lives stand up the little special he did on Saturday Night Live at the election. I'm here for it. I was laughing. I'm gonna watch it again and again. It's one of my favorites of his. And of course, he did so many other works. I'm gonna definitely get to it. So I'm happy. I'm super excited that he was able to get back the money that was deserved of him. So shout out to you, Dave Chappelle. I'm happy for him. I think that's great. I think that's awesome that he got his just due. I am so here for it. Make sure y'all comment below. How do y'all feel about Dave Chappelle? Let me know in the comments. That's happy. Okay, let's get into Erica Banks and Travis Scott. They got a remix of Bust It. Finally, she came out with a remix, and I listened to it, and let me tell you, I am happy for Erica Banks that she have a remix with a major superstar in the rap game, someone that is internationally known, someone that have the white fan base as well as the Black fan base. He really have a big fan base. So I'm really, really happy that Erica Banks have this this remix with Travis Scott. With that being said, I am not a big fan of the remix. Okay. I wasn't really feeling it. It really didn't make sense to me. He just put something together, but I would see how it's going to do on the iTunes charts as well as how it's going to do on the Billboard charts. I wasn't a big fan of the Busted of the Busted song. I prefer the original one because I'm like, if you have somebody on there, you really gotta put down with the bars. I wasn't really feeling the bars. Now, that's how I feel about it today. Tomorrow, I might feel differently once I continue to listen to it because I'm going to listen to it again tonight, and I'm going to see how it goes. But I want to know, did you all like the Busted remix featuring Travis Scott? Let me know in the comments. Did you like it? They said they don't seem to match into a song like that. Okay. They said, I'm not a fan of the song, but I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her success. And I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm happy for her success. I want her to be successful. She be in Dallas and she does a lot of promo work. But I will listen to it. I'm going to listen to it again. But press 1 if you like the song. Press 2, you don't like the song. Press 1, you like the remix featuring Travis Scott, the Busted remix. Press 2, you don't like it. I want to know what y'all say in the comments. Press 1, you like it. Press 2, you don't like it. Okay? Press 1, you like it. Press 2, you don't like it. I want to see what y'all voting right now. Okay, it's a split. It's a split. It's a split. Bus and you. Okay. Don't. Don't. All right, y'all gotta be listening to this stuff. Okay. All right. Some of y'all said, I ain't hear about it. No. Let's get okay. I'll see y'all up in there. And I think this is great. She's next in line for to be taken very serious in hip hop. Erica Banks next in line. Not even just say female hip hop. Let's just say hip hop, period. I think she's next in line. I think she's been groomed to be in the top 10 spot, and there's room at the table for everybody. And that's what I'm happy for her about. So I will continue to listen to it. Now I do like Toot That. I like Toot That. I do like Toot That. I do like Bust It, but Toot That does it for me. So I'm a big fan of Erica Banks. I listen to her music. Like I go to the gym. When I do go to the gym, I play her songs. Her songs is great for working out. I highly suggest you listen to her EP and you go and you work out. Oh, baby, you're going to be on that treadmill sweating like a pig because she is definitely, yes, toot that, got it. And toot that, got it. Okay, and hell no is my other favorite. Like get into hell no. Get into hell no. That get into that too. That song, I like that as well. So I do like some of Erica Banks' music. And so she been making her rounds in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? People in Dallas, they really rock for her. They really are supportive of her. They really think that should be great. So I'm here for it, right? Okay. Let's get into now. This is something that I was having in the news, and my producers on Station Head, they wanted me to talk about it, so we're going to talk about it when we get into it. So they was like Justin Timberlake. So Justin Timberlake is on the road. He want people to take him. He apologized to Britney Spears and he apologized to Janet Jackson. So Britney Spears, she released a song, not a song, I'm sorry. The New York Times did a documentary on Britney Spears about the conservatorship, right? And what a conservatorship is in simple terms, that if someone say, hey, you're mentally not there, or you're going to give money to someone, somebody can take advantage of you, the judge will have somebody to be a conservator over your estate, over your money. So you won't be able to spend it. You have to get permission before you're able to spend your money. So with that entails, with the conservatorship, they're saying that that Britney Spears' father is over it. But in this documentary, it showed that Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears were dating. He said in a radio show interview that he smashed Britney Spears because they kept asking him, did you smash Britney Spears? He said, yes. And then it was talking about in his music, he was making it seem like Britney Spears was a cheater, that Britney Spears did all these things. And now Britney Spears fans are really letting him have it. So he wrote this big apology to Janet Jackson and Britney Spears. And I was like, this is a little too late, decades late, that, a decade late, that now you want to apologize after the stuff you said about Britney Spears, after you try to make it seem like she was the problem and you put all this stuff publicly in the media, and to make the paparazzi go after Britney Spears even more. And let's get into the Janet Jackson. You literally ripped her shirt off, her boob came out, and you saw that how she was being crucified in the media, and you did not do anything. You didn't say anything. You didn't release any statement. You didn't even tell them, hey, y'all, it was my fault. I did it. And you didn't want to, nothing came out of that. Now you want to apologize to Janet Jackson. So, of course, I went into the Shade Room comments. They were dragging Justin Timberlake. They wasn't here for it, and I wasn't here for it either. And let me tell you something else. I'm going to bring her picture up here because I was watching it. Give me a second while I bring up Britney Spears' picture. Let me get her picture up here. I think this is it. Because I'm like, yeah, because I was definitely watching. Is this it right here? Okay. All right. I'm trying to. All right. There we go. So with Britney Spears, I was watching it because now her father's over her money, been over her money, I think, since 2008. Because she's been in and out of mental institutions. She shaved her hair bald. She had her baby. She was driving the car and had her baby in her lap. And while she was driving, so her father filed a case against her to get, I think it's conservatorship, to be a conservative over her money and over her estate. So any decision that she makes, she have to get permission from her father. So it's this campaign that have started saying free Britney Spears. And I didn't know what was it about. Now I know what it's about. And it's kind of sad. Now she's in court with her father and she wants the bank to be she wants the bank to be the conservative, right? She don't want her father. So the judge allowed the bank to be a co-conservative on her estate, but her father is still on there. So her father still make the decisions. And I was like, well, she's still functioning. I think the thing that really messes up Britney Spears is that she constantly goes to the mental hospital. She constantly getting treatment. With that being said, it could come off, they can argue and say Britney Spears just not in her right mind mentally to have all of this money. She might just get abused and somebody might just take the money from her, or she just give the money away. She's just not that way. They showing medical records. I think that if she would have stopped going to like mental hospitals and being in these type of situation, when I get it. But the thing about the reason why I think she mentally started to get beat down or drained, it's because a big part of it is fame. Let's be clear. When she will go outside, 30 to 40, 50, 100 paparazzi cameras are in her face. I remember I was watching, I believe, Lovely T, and she said it. She said, it is not normal for a human being to go outside and you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cameras in your face everywhere you go. That is not normal for you to have that much stimulation or that much contact with people. That's just really just not normal to have everywhere you go cameras on. It was getting so bad that she picked up an umbrella and she was beating one of the paparazzi, one of the photographer's car with the umbrella. She was under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. She couldn't just randomly make a mistake without the public knowing. And then also, once I learned from this documentary that she was even being attacked in the media. They was calling her a slut. They were saying she's not as innocent at all. They were just really dragging, Britney Spears all through the media. So she went through a lot as a woman, as coming up as a teenager, coming up as a child star. They literally did a lot to Britney Spears. And so that gets to you mentally. Then the ex-husband get custody of your kids, and it was one part of the document she was trying to go see her kids, and her husband did not let her see the kids. Then she get in trouble because she had her kids for a little while. Then she didn't want to return them. Then she got in trouble for that. So it's really a lot when it comes to that. And then they asked the guy that works with the paparazzi. They asked him. They said, "Do you believe that y'all was a part of her mental decline?" That y'all was a part. Oh no, I don't believe that, because she would have told us to get away from her, but she told us only get away for 1 day. She didn't tell her, like, sir, you all up in her face, crying around her car, breathing around her everywhere she went. That can hurt anybody. That could hurt anybody. That could hurt anybody's mental health. That can make anybody stressed. That could make anybody have anxiety. That's very sad. And so that's the piece that at first anybody liked the cameras left. Oh, Shay, I had, hey. But then it gets to a piece where it's very stressful. I remember who was that? I was just watching that. I remember Cardi B just recently. She was in the airport and it's early in the morning. They was like, there, Cardi B, what do you have to say about what do you have to say about the song that you allegedly stole up? What do you have to? She's like, get away from me. It is too early. Did I say get away from me? Like, these people was in her face early in the morning. She just going in the airport, minding her business, and they just up there, just follow everywhere she went. What do you have to say about that? And they get up on you. You can't put hands on her, on the paparazzi, because they're gonna sue you. They was all up there, and even Cardi was upset. But just imagine the type of paparazzi that Britney Spears dealt with, because back in the day, everybody, you can sell a picture of Britney and get like $1 million, $2 million. That was big business. So they liked it when she was having her mental breakdowns. It created controversy, and what that created, cash. So they looked at her as a cash cow. And it was so sad. So even with her father wasn't in her life like that, but he sure can control the money. Now, he probably could love his daughter. He probably did it for whatever reason. But if she's able to make her own decisions, it'd be great. Now, one thing I didn't like, she hired a lawyer. So the lawyer went in the courtroom to defend Britney Spears. So the judge was like, no, you're not going to be able to defend her. I'm going to appoint a lawyer for her to represent her. You're not going to be able to do it, because she can't make decisions of hiring legal counsel. So he couldn't work with her. So they had to appoint a lawyer. But the bank that she wanted to be the co-conservative on her did win in that part, but the father is still over it. So she's still fighting it. Again, her fans is on it. They still running the free Britney Spears. They still out there. So it is a spoiler alert. If you didn't get to see it, just didn't get to see it. So go watch it. Go watch it. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. Let's talk about OG. Do I have her picture? Come on, because I took a long time to make sure I had all the pictures up here. Give me a second. Did we talk about everything? Well, okay, we go. OG. There we go. Here you go, OG. So OG went on Storm Monroe's channel and, went on his channel for interview. Now, if you mind you, many of my Wiggins fans, they was like, we're rallying behind. We're going to let Armand interview OG. And I was like, are y'all dumb? She is not going to go on that man's platform where he degraded her, called her a monkey, and just dragged her. Why would she go on his platform? That would be foolish on her part to go on a platform where a man called you a monkey. Okay? So she went on Storm Monroe's platform. Mind you, I remember when Storm reached out to her. That was like a year ago, because at that time, that's when Storm Monroe was in the mess. Because it was a big controversy, right? Because, Armand got up there and said, oh, she's a monkey and blah, blah, blah. It was really big. Even Jason Lee said it as well. He got into it with Kendra from WZCI, talking about that OG got hard features. So she went on Storm. So Storm asked her a question like, hearing that term, how did that make you feel? And she was like, it's a racial slur, and it is. It is a racial slur. And when he interviewed her about it, very beautiful, very intelligent, answering the questions. She was like, I'm glad, that we have this interview. And she was speaking about Evelyn, about how she got Evelyn together. Like, listen, this is a racial slur. You shouldn't be using it. It's just not right using it. One thing that I liked about how she talked about how the producers do things, how the producers set things up, like during this COVID, basketball-wise, one group of people going to be in one house, another group of people going to be in another house, right? So it's going to be this big conversation. And I'm really here for the show. I think OG does make the show hot because she's one of the hottest members on there. And I will be tuning in for this season of Basketball Wives. I definitely will be tuning in and watching it. And if it's already on, I'm gonna definitely go to my on demand and catch up on Basketball Wives because I want to see it. But it's not cool calling a woman, especially a black woman, a monkey. That's just not cool. That's a slur. That is a racial slur, and for that to come from your own people is just even like a very disgusting. That comes from your own people, especially with people with the same chocolate skin. That's very degrading. So she went on Storm Monroe's platform. He got the exclusive. It was a very short interview. I enjoyed it. I watched it. I tuned into it. I congratulated him on it as well for getting that exclusive. I think it was dope. And I'm glad he asked her about the monkey comment because she was getting dragged on YouTube. Now, he didn't name any names, and I'm so glad because, Storm is very strategic in that. He's very strategic. He was like, so yeah, it was on YouTube about the monkey comment. Evelyn said about the monkey comment. It said, and I'm so glad he was very professional. There's a lot of questions I would ask OG that I'm not going to ask right now because just in case if I ever do interview her, I want to keep it for myself. I don't want nobody stealing my questions because there's a lot of questions I want to ask her, but I'm not going to say it. Okay. But I will tell you this. She looked very good. She's beautiful. And when I saw how built she is, I'm like, woo, who's that lady? Very intelligent and someone that you should see on television. Now, people would say, why is she so on her channel doing all this? Listen, when you're on a reality show, you have to be a little ratchet. Let's be clear. When you're on there, you have to be a little ratchet when you're on television. Okay, let's just be crystal clear. And you on these type of shows, you have to be a little ratchet. Okay, let's just be clear. You do. You can't be on a reality show being a nun. You gotta be a little ratchet. Facts. I can't be on a reality show. I'm just here. I'm just gonna read and sing. Oh no, you gonna be up there. You gotta throw a little table, talk a little mess, create some mess. You know what I'm saying? You have to be very strategic. You have to go to, and you want to keep your spot. And the producers will put a little bug in your ear. Well, she think that you a monkey. You need to tell her. They will create the mess. A good producer, when the more mess you create, the more drama you create, the more your job is secure. If you can't make the cast get up there and get ratcheted towards each other or have some drama, you ain't gonna have that job long. Yes, she did. Used to play football, absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with women playing football. If you could transition as a man to a woman and join women's sports, what's wrong with a natural born woman want to play football? I said something. If a man can transition and join women's sports, why can't a woman join the NFL, join the NBA, and play with the men? I don't understand that, and that's a whole nother conversation. But it was a great conversation. I was definitely here for it. I will continue to support OG. I'm definitely here, and I will tell you this. I will be there to watch her in the next Basketball Wives. Let me know in the comments, when would Basketball Wives come back out? Because I don't want to miss this season. Is it already out? Because you know me, I get to these shows late because I got to write it down in my calendar. Give me a second. Where is it at? Okay. All right. Where is it at? Give me a second. Is it out? It's out now. How many episodes? How many episodes? It came out Tuesday. So, okay, it's just one episode that came. It's on VH1. Let me write that down. I'm going to watch it. Maybe we can start doing some reviews. Okay, it's only one episode that was out. Okay. Okay, it's out and it's stuck. Okay, I am here for it. All right, I am here for it. I am here for it. I am here for it. Now, somebody sent me something in my DM right now. Let me go to the shade room and let y'all see it, and we'll open up the lines. Give me a second. We'll open up the lines. The Gorilla Glue girl got a line out, got her own line out of merchandise. So I want y'all to see that. I'm going to go to that right now. I know y'all tired of talking about the Gorilla Glue lady, but now she have her own line, her own merch. And I guarantee you it's going to be selling out because people love her now. She have her own fan base right now. Let me show y'all that. Let me go to it. Let me screen share this. And moderators, post the number. We will get it to the phone calls. We will take 3 phone calls today. Actually, we'll take 5. If we get 5, we'll take 5. All right. Right here, y'all clearly see the producer sent it to me. So right here, y'all see that she have merchandise. Y'all see that she have that. Okay. Got her own line. Look at that. The merch. I ain't mad at her. Maybe get your money. Get your money. Now, I don't know if the Gorilla Glue, I don't know if they're going to sue her or not for putting a Gorilla Glue can. Let me see that she had a can up there. Okay. I don't think it said Gorilla Glue. I just think it's a yellow can. But okay. There you go. So that'll let y'all know that she have her own merchandise up there. She's very smart. Very, very smart. All right, let's put the number up there. The number is 646-716-8447. You know what? If y'all all call it, we get a lot of callers. We'll take every call today. Today I got time. Yes, I got time today. So we ain't gonna rush it. So the number is 646-716-8447. This is your first time watching the Wiley Show. Please thumbs up. If this is your returning, thumbs up and subscribe. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Now, don't wait all day to call in, folks. Let me go to the phone lines. All right, 1174, call you on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I knew I was about to be the first one that called in. I just want to talk about Ice Cube and this Blac contract. I don't think that he's the person to represent us My whole thing is I don't hear nothing about Ice Cube out in our communities doing anything for us. He ain't putting up no money towards student loans, vouchers, grants. Okay, I don't hear about him putting no money towards the people that are in jail, their attorneys, they getting public offenders. Like, he's not giving out housing loans. Like, so I really don't know what exactly he wants to speak to Biden about regarding us. So I'm gonna have to look at this so-called contract, but I'm not interested in it at all. And if I was Biden, I would ask him, what exactly have you done for the Black community yourself?
Well, but the thing about it is, this thing that you're naming, that mostly can come with major change from Congress. Ice Cube don't have enough money to tackle those type of issues and problems in the Black community. There have to be some government intervention, right? They have to come up and make laws and bills to make it better. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we should put that all on the back of Ice Cube. Now, I think the contract with Black America is a great start. Like, those conversations need to happen. I would love to have a conversation with the leadership of the Democrats and the leadership of the Republicans, because again, they have the power to make that contract a reality for the Black community. So I just think he's doing great in that part. I think that's Congress. He don't have enough money to tackle the poverty levels of the Black community. He don't have enough. But who have enough? Congress, the Senate, the Congress. They got the money.
Right. I get that they have the money, right? But my whole thing is, and it's not even about what you do in California, because I'm assuming that's where he lives and that's where he has some programs. If you want to reach the masses by sitting up here giving a contract out for the Black community, then I should have seen your programs and what you want to do in the community all the way where I'm at in the DC area. And I didn't see it. So my whole thing is, I get what you're saying, that it's Congress and it's this and that, but at the same time, he's not a politician. But you can also sit up here and fund certain programs as far as HVAC. You can do these things with your money. Your money is long. Other people don't have that kind of money. You want to put down a deposit for somebody to get a house, stuff like that, who can't afford it. Nobody wants to be on Section 8. Nobody wants to sit up here, forget it. You know what I mean? You can put all of that stuff together. Your money's long.
Well, for me, that to me should be Congress, right? I don't think it should just be on Ice Cube. Now, yes, Ice Cube, he have his own, his league, but again, he don't have enough money in his bank account to tackle these problems. This contract with Black America will definitely be there. And Ice Cube have done like a lot of interviews regarding this. But I highly suggest people not just take his word, but to look at the contract. And also, he's worked with a lot of experts when it comes to it. It's not just him that put this contract together. He talked to a lot of people in the Black community that's actually helping him right
now. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do my research. This is the first time that I heard about it, through you watching. So I'm going to go ahead and click the link.
Yes.
And I'm gonna do my research.
Yeah, and then we can talk about it again, because a lot of people don't know. That's why, it's very important for Ice Cube to continue to do interviews, continue to get into these spaces. And that's why we should also call, he should be on Fox. So all of this stuff that is Black targeted on network, the BET, MTV, VH1, anything that targeted towards Black people, he should be on there doing interviews. It should be town hall. So I agree with you. He have to do a better job promoting the contract with Black America, because he's going to have people like yourself. Well, what he doing? I ain't never heard of that. But if he put money into promoting and marketing and commercials, etc., then that will actually wake up the masses of the people, because it's an amazing contract. I just think it don't mean nothing if the people are not informed about it. So I think he should put some money, boots on the ground, get some celebrities to endorse it and to promote it to their people, and to promote it on the Shade Room, to promote it on Ball Alert, Neighborhood Talk, etc., and come on the Wiley Show. That will actually educate Black people, period, about what he's trying to do.
Get the plug in.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Because look, I see people in the comments talking about, oh, do your research. But like you said, if it's not promoted,
He
how will I
gotta do
know?
better job promoting it. Just like the Wiley Show. Everybody don't know who Wiley is. Oh, well, but who that? I never heard of him. You know.
How am I going to sit up here and just let me plug in, Ice Cube and what he's doing for the community? You're trying to get me. You're sitting up here talking for me. You need to promote it to me the same way that the Democrats did for the Black community and vice versa.
Facts.
You have to reach out.
Yeah. Well, we thank you so much for calling in, and we got.
Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you, love you, calling. Thank you.
Love you. Have
bye-bye.
a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey,
how you doing?
Doing good.
Okay, I totally agree with the caller, with just the first caller that called in. I totally agree with her. She made a lot of sense.
Okay.
IQ was trying to be bigger. I feel that he's trying to be bigger than what he's not. And you remember before Biden got in office, he was talking about going up on the rich people taxes. That's when IQ, when I took all these presidents for him to want to step up to the plate, someone, Black community want to step up. Soon, like the rich people, they had a problem with Biden talking about going up on, their taxes and stuff like that. And he had a real problem with that. And it seemed like him, Dwayne, and everybody else wanted to step up to the plate after that. Now all of a sudden he want to play bigger than what he's not and go in and talk to, everyone, and different stuff like that, talk to the president and some President Biden and whoever else that he wants to talk to. But Ice Cube is definitely the wrong pick for this. I totally agree with her because she took the words right out of my mouth.
Why do you think he's wrong? Why do you think he's wrong?
I feel that he's a bad pick, Wally, because Ice Cube don't have the brain for that. He don't have the notion to the motion to move towards politics and wanting to go and address something.
I want to correct you. He didn't just
hire black leaders.
He worked with other black leaders.
I feel that he should have some higher black leaders to go in there with him to address these situations.
And he will. That's what he said. He said he will be bringing people along with him.
Yeah, because I feel that he's only out, and I feel like the only reason why he's doing this, Wally, because he's so afraid of the taxes going up on his end. He don't care about the poor black people or, and stuff like that. Well, Ice Cube ain't never gave a damn about us. He never stepped up to the plate about anything until now. He want to suddenly say something, but it's only to save him. And the other rich people, they don't care about us.
Well,
and that's just how I feel. That's how I feel.
He worked with a lot of black people, a lot of black experts to help him with the contract. So, and he said he will be bringing those experts with him when he have a meeting with President Biden. My prayer is, and my hope, that he live stream the meeting so all his naysayers like you and the previous caller, can see what he's actually doing and what the contract of a black American really means.
Exactly.
And I highly suggest everybody
that's
go
what
read
I'm saying. But knowing Ice Cube, he probably ain't trying to do none of that because he didn't do it the first time he went in to talk to when Trump was president. He didn't have nothing on air or anything, and he know he went in there wrong, half cocked. You know what I'm saying? That should have been aired, but it wasn't. That's what I mean by he's trying to be something bigger than what he's not. Well, so I don't know. I wanted to say one more thing before I hang up, because I know you have other callers. But there's someone in the bushes, a couple people are talking about, Trump would have made a better president. First of all, Biden just got in office, so give Biden a chance. Come on now, he came in and sat in the seat as soon as he got elected in and got busy with the paperwork. So give him a chance.
Right.
That's what I wanted to say, Wally.
And while you're giving them a chance, put in work, call your Congress, call your senators, and continue to communicate with your elected officials to make sure he does what he's promised that he was going to do. So we got to continue to apply pressure.
Exactly.
That is what we have to do.
Exactly.
But we thank you so very much, ma'am, for calling in.
Okay, I love your show, and I love you too, Wally.
I love you.
Take
Peace.
care.
Bye. Okay. We're going to go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, is it me?
It's you.
Oh my goodness, Wiley, how you doing?
Bless.
All righty. I appreciate you. Before I go anywhere, when you first started doing this, I made a comment about how you don't interact with your callers. I appreciate that you're not disrespectful with people in your comments, and you take that constructive criticism and you put it to use. So I appreciate you, and I love you. Okay.
Thank you.
And so I just want to say about Ice Cube, both of the callers before me, I agree with them. I think it's great that people want to help the community. However, because of the times we're in and that they're out of work, we have to look at the sincerity. Is he being sincere? So I'm interested in seeing what he was doing before trying to get into politics. And I do think that matters. You can have a change of heart and you can change your interests, but just because of the climate that we're in, people losing work, celebrities are out of business right now, it is important to know why he's doing it and what's his agenda. I feel like it's self-serving, but
I think after George Floyd, the death of George Floyd, it woke him up to speak out more and to help the Black community.
You're talking about at almost 50 years old, it took him George Floyd.
Maybe it could have, I don't care, maybe, I'm just saying maybe, I don't know. I need to, send Ice Cube a letter to invite him on the show and I will ask him that, but I'm glad that he's having these conversations. But let's be clear. The Black Congressional Caucus actually been putting bills on the floor, and some bills have already passed in the House and need to go to the Senate, and they need to put it up for a vote. Because the voters, the John Lewis Voters' Right Act, they even had a bill to increase the minimum wage. So the Black Congressional Caucus is doing a great job. But the mistake that the Black Congressional Caucus make, they don't promote the good that they're doing for their constituents. They don't go out there and have, I'm really telling you to promote hard and go and promote so people can know what they're doing. Because people say, what the Congressional Black Caucus? They ain't doing it, and they're doing a lot. We just don't see it. And if the people don't see it, they're going to deny and say, you ain't doing it. I don't see what y'all doing. So they have to do a better job promoting what they're doing. And
for a lot of us, sorry to interrupt you, but for a lot of us who are deep into it, who are into politics and who maybe work within our community, I think the biggest downfall of the NAACP and the Black Congressional Caucus is that we're always promoting a Democrat when the Republicans and the Democrat are kind of one and the same. One offers a little bit more assistance, which assistance isn't all that people need. I think we need more than two parties, and to really have an equal playing ground, money has to be completely taken out of politics, and there's so much corruption. Until we have Black people to root for us and stop putting these Democrats on a pedestal because they get corporate funding.
I agree.
Where we are. But I love you.
I agree. I agree with that, because all the people, we have to understand and look at their works, right? It is some Democrats that do not do a great job, right? And it's some Republicans that do a good job. But it's also some good Republicans, and it's also some good Democrats. All Republicans is not bad. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand, if your district, because Congress works by your district, if your district say, I don't want nobody to take away my student loans, if you want to get reelected again, you have to do what your constituents want you to do, right? So if you want student loans to be eliminated, if you want increased minimum wage, what should you do as a voter? You have to vote in people that believe what you believe politically. You can't get a person in there that say, I don't believe in none of that, and then you want that. You got to start getting people in. And then if you don't have those folks, do what the woman did, Cori Bush did, and run for office and get into the Congress and get into the Senate. If you don't see that politician that is doing what you want them to do, then you rally behind, raise you some money, get you a clipboard, and you go out and run for office and implement those policies for your people. All right. We're going to go to the next caller. I'm interacting with y'all today. 4405, caller, you're there.
Hey, what's up, Wiley? I just wanted to let you know I respect everything that you're doing. I watch your show continuously, but I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. Okay. I don't agree with any caller that's called thus far. And the reason why is because instead of sitting up here talking about what he needs to do, what he's doing more than most. Okay, that's first off. Second of all, don't sit here and ask for people to his money long, he should be doing much. Don't count his pockets, okay? Because first off, what he's doing with his money is more than what a lot of Black famous people are doing with their money. At least he's being bold enough. See, that's what it takes, is people to be bold. And he's being bold enough to get in these offices with these higher ups, to get things moving and get things looked at. You don't need to sit up here and wonder about that. What are you doing for your community? What are you doing to give back? What are you doing? When are you volunteering? What politicians are you walking in on asking big questions? We always talk about what somebody else is doing, but what are you doing to contribute to the welfare of Black people themselves? So you want to talk about politics, and I could drag politics all day, but you want to sit up here and talk about Republicans against Democrats, but guess what? Snakes are in both. So if you want to sit here and just talk about Democrats being wrong, we can get down to it and look at the fact that Republicans sitting up here were supporting people that are locking up Black men, locking up their own white men, locking up people, kids. You got people with guns on kids. You want to talk about the Republican Party as far as the Democrat Party, but they were the same ones that just ran up in the Capitol. So which is it? Like, we can go party by party, but it's not about the party. It's about what are you backing up? What thing are you supporting here? So if you're not willing to do something yourself, then you can go sit down. Why sit up here and speak on the Wiley Show and have your 5 seconds of fame when you sitting up here and you're not doing anything for your community? What money are you giving back? What time are you giving back? Energy are you giving back? When the last time you volunteered with the kids at the recreational center? When the last time you passed out bologna sandwiches for the hungry? When the last time you did anything for the people that are really struggling out here? This man is trying to make a change. When do you see your famous actor or your famous singer sitting here making a change? You don't. So that's my only thing. Just sit down. If you're not doing nothing yourself, don't have something to say about the next man.
Wow.
That's all I gotta say.
You have said that. Okay. Anything else you want to say? You was triggered with that comment, but I agree with you, caller, because what you're doing for your community before you judge others. Thank you, sister.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
All right, you too. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to the phone lines. 3286 caller, you on air.
I'm scared to say something. Lord Jesus.
I mean, it ain't triggered.
Okay.
I ain't triggered. I didn't think people they into this. Go ahead, caller.
Okay, I'm gonna continue on with the subject.
Okay.
I've been looking at different movies, and today I started the Black Judas versus the Black Messiah. I've looked at the movie Malcolm X, and just what people were doing in the community back then. And I don't know if it had anything to do with politicians. So I think Black people need to go back to grassroots and pull ourselves up from our bootstrap. Yes, I think that people that have means can help us, but in those stories, everybody didn't have a lot of means, but what they had, they shared. My father was a sharecropper. It was 11 kids. It was a community with them. They made sure everybody ate. Nobody went hungry, and they didn't even have a whole lot. So it's a lot of things that we can do. It's a good thing that Ice Cube is going to talk to the president about initiatives, but I think it's a lot that we can do in our community to help ourselves. Just looking at old movies, what they did back then. Black people now are in a better position than what Black people were back then. Oh, and then it's another comment that I wanted to make, I think based on the first caller. Just think about Colin Kaepernick. He stood alone, and he was trying to help Black people. He stood alone. So I think we don't need to let people that are putting their neck out to help us stand alone. I think we need to join the fight.
Thank
to
you.
help ourselves.
I agree. And
what
we
have
to do is continue to like the grassroots. And that is one of the reasons why in Georgia that those senators, a Jewish man and a Black man, got elected in Georgia as 2 senators, right? Mm-hmm. They flipped it blue because of the ground roots in Georgia. because of these Black Voters Matter and other groups, hit the boots on the ground, went to neighborhoods, went to different towns, and to educate the people and told them how important this election is. This is what we have to do in all states. We have to have an amazing grassroots game. If we don't have that, it's hard to get your message across. So with Ice Cube with this, it needs to be different people in different cities educating the folks about the contract of Black America. And then if you have a suggestion, sis or brother, let them know, hey, y'all need to add this. And one thing that Black YouTube should do, instead of us just always talking about entertainment, if you can't talk about politics through your entire show, talk about it in a segment of your show. 5 minutes. I mean, let's talk about this, about the contract of Black America. You understand what I'm saying? So regular people that typically don't get into politics will at least hear that, and they can have these type of conversations. I just think that a lot of Black YouTubers should get involved as well into politics.
Yeah, and I mean, we can just take a page out of other people's books. Look at, I want to say the politically correct term. What do we say? Hispanic. I think that's the correct term. Just look at them and how they push their agenda.
Yes.
Okay. See, working together, that means a lot. But with us, we don't want to do that because we're worried about somebody having more than what we have. And this is that and the other. We have to get out of that mentality. Oh my goodness. Even when I was looking at the movie Black Messiah, you had somebody on the inside trying to infiltrate, working with somebody else to take them down. And all he was doing was trying to help the community. So, we need to take a mirror, look at ourselves, and do what we can do to make it better.
Facts. We thank you so very much for that.
Yeah,
thank you,
that's
sister.
what I have to say about that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye. All right, callers. The number is 646-716-8447. And we will break the lives up. It's just a lot of videos. So after this live, you will be seeing a lot of streams coming through on the pop line because we're breaking these up in segments. So don't be alarmed. I just want to hear what the callers got to say. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello. Hey. All right. This is the last time I'll call. I've realized that a lot of people in the comments do not understand. I feel like you're insulting your viewers' intelligence. A lot of us work for food banks. A lot of us work within the political realm. We know who has donated. We know their track record. So, like I called in, when they call and call us dumb and things like that, we're actually doing the work on the ground. We're not just behind the screen typing and insulting people. And we're not trying to put down Ice Cube. At least I'm not. It's just,
but we really don't know what Ice Cube doing behind the scenes, period. He could have been donating.
But I think you should be open. You should be open to people because not everyone that calls doesn't know what they're talking about. A lot of us run organizations and we see different celebrities who are from our states who contribute and those who don't. So I just know that all of your callers are not just, like you said,
right. But let's be clear.
People,
we don't know,
which you shouldn't really even say about Black people because we are very wise. A lot of us have dealt with donors, and we understand that a lot of these new people coming into politics, they have never, ever, ever helped our communities. And I live in the state where Ice Cube is from. He has never, about 20 miles away.
But Carla, you don't know. A lot of celebrities do donate. They just don't do it publicly. So you don't know what he have really given without a doubt, without asking him. You don't know. I didn't even know Prince helped out with the Million Man March. We didn't find that out until after he passed away. So again, you just don't know.
Now, what did the Million Man March do for us? What did the march? What is this doing for us? It's all symbolic, and it looks good on the screen. Okay. What is that doing for our community?
Well, what I'm saying is, again, he donated. When I'm trying to prove a point to you about the people that donated to help people out, when it comes to the marches, when it comes to that, one of the regrets of the Million Man March, even Minister Farrakhan said it, they should have been doing more things politically. Okay, they even put that out there. But that goes from any marches that goes on. Don't just go and march without a plan, because at the end of the day, you still got to be, okay, y'all, we marching. Let's register to vote, and let's get people running for office. And let's get people that have our mindset, that want to help our people. But I don't know if Ice Cube ever donated. Who knows? He probably have. A lot of celebrities do things on the back
Well,
end. They don't do
you're
things
defending him like you know. That's why I'm asking.
But I looked at the
know.
contract of Black America. I'm just not about to poop on that, because he had worked with a lot of Black people in the community that is experts to help build it. The only reason why he got dragged is because he had a meeting with Jared Kushner during the election season. He should have never done that. That was one of the major mistakes he could ever made, because that will make him look like he's getting used, and he did get used, right? It didn't work because Biden still won. Now, if he would have, when Trump first got elected, went there and had a conversation with them and put boots on the ground to make sure that the contract with Black America, then I don't think he would have got the backlash. He got the bulk of the Black backlash is because he met with Trump during the election cycle. It was a little too late. And then after that meeting, what did Trump come up with? The platinum plan. It was like one page, not even a page of a plan. So I just think that was the reason why he's getting a lot of backlash from the Black community.
And I think that to narrow it down to that, again, is insulting people's intelligence. For me, it had nothing to do with that. It had more to do with looking at my bookkeeping and seeing the work that has been done. So not everyone is just because, oh, you're associated with Trump. If you're associated with him and you really have been donating like over the years, but just to all of a sudden do this and there's no record of you helping the people and your surrounding 30-mile radius, that speaks volumes. But take care, Wiley, and wish you the best.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Y'all are into it, okay? And I'm seeing people in here talking about Ice Cube help families. It's people out here commenting about what Ice Cube have done for the community. So shout out to y'all that know. And if you know, call in, because I don't know everything. 1174, caller, you on the air.
Wiley,
yes.
I had to call back in real quick.
Okay.
Because I think that people don't I'm so glad that previous caller called in and said it. The woman that says that, what are you donating? You don't know what I'm donating, and I don't know what you donating, sweetie. So for you to say this and that, and people saying, oh, it's his money, like, okay, it's his money, but he got more money than you do. So he can help some people that don't have as much money, is what I'm saying. You can help people get attorneys instead of having public defenders and so forth, or whatever the situation may be in your Black community. You can help somebody get a nail technician, so we don't have to go to the Asian people to get our nails done. We can have our own beauty supply stores. That's what I'm saying. Inside of our communities, helping build, okay? Build your tire shop. Have a tire shop. You want to do auto stuff, HVAC. It's just like, it's so many different things that I'm trying to figure out what he has done in our community. The lady said she lives in California and ain't heard nothing about it. So I'm waiting for somebody to live in California and heard something about it, because I haven't. So I want to know. That's all I'm saying. Oh. What has he? I haven't seen it, but you're talking for me. So I want to know. I want to know what you did. I want to see the resume. I know what I do in my own community. I don't know what you do in yours. But I'm not sitting up here trying to, build a contract for the whole entire America, of Black America. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you, Wiley.
All right. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, you live on the air.
Oh, great. I wanted to say, just to reply to one of the callers who stated that, well, actually, I think it was you. I'm so sorry. I think you said something about, what is that guy, Ice Cube, that he went to Trump, but he went to Biden as well. And Biden said to come to him after the election. He had no plan for Black people. So what do you think about that?
Well, no, he didn't. No, Biden already had a plan, right? The Lift Every Voice plan. But what he said is bring it to him at the election, because if he don't win, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And Biden kept the promise. He reached out to Ice Cube team. They're going to schedule a meeting. And so he kept his promise in having that conversation. So that's good on Biden's behalf. The point that I'm trying to make with Ice Cube, he waited until the election cycle to bring it up to Trump. You should have brought that to Trump on the first 100 days when he got elected as president. Then you wouldn't have got as much backlash. Trump used Ice Cube. He tried to use him and to say, listen, Ice Cube endorsed me, Black people, so y'all should vote for me, especially Black men, because that's what's his target. He knew Black women would never fool with him a day in his life, but he did that to target Black men. And people forget that some black men, voted for Trump.
I understand. I actually voted for Trump. I'm a black
Okay.
woman.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's
I voted
that's
for
your
him.
right.
And I believe that more black people should be conservative, and at least don't look at the Republican Party as just races as a whole. Look at the individuals.
But I
look
think
at
black
the
people's already, because I
principles.
think there's some black people that's already quote unquote conservative. They just don't believe in those practices that the Republicans believe. And a lot of times Republicans don't come to the black community and speak to black folks. You can't expect us as black people to vote for you, Republican, if you don't come in my neighborhood and talk with me. If you don't come and put boots on the ground and knock on doors and ask me what is the issue that's affecting us and put bills in place to help black people. Black people will never vote for Republicans in a huge number if they feel like they're being targeted, if they feel like they're not being helped. I think that the Republicans should start talking to black people and start to tailor some of their policies that will help the black community, and then they will get some of the black vote.
Well, I agree partially with that. We can agree to disagree. I guess I was just watching your show. It's actually my first time watching your show.
Welcome.
And I thought it was very interesting. Yes. And I just wanted to say one more thing before I go. There was a sister who had mentioned Ice Cube and stated something about him. He needs to do more, like I think something about nail shop, have our own nail shops instead of going to the Asians. And I actually do feel that we as black people, we need to stop always looking at celebrities to be saving us. We should be able to do that on our own. I understand he has a lot of money. Even if he donated all his money, he wouldn't be able to help the entire black community in America. So I do feel that we need to stop getting out that mindset of always looking to celebrities to save us. And we actually need to start doing things within our community. I mean, there are lawyers and doctors, they're not famous, but there's so many other black professionals in our community. We don't use those resources. We don't have to always look to celebrities. I think that, if anything, that's a problem in our community.
It's a major problem. And the media plays a big part because they always want to get a celebrity to speak for black people, or they want to get Reverend Al Sharpton to speak for black people. And he don't speak for all black people. Pick up the phone and talk to people that work at these HBCUs, that black professors, and you know what I mean, to have these conversations, right? So I agree with you on that. That's why media, and we don't own any media, any major news organizations, right? They have a lot of power. Yes. CNN is beating Fox News in the ratings right now, but they rarely bring a lot of black experts to speak. When it comes to that impeachment hearing, they don't have a lot of black experts, lawyers talking about the impeachment hearing. They get white folks. But then when it's something dealing with Black Lives Matter, then they'll put some black faces up there. But when they get into the nitty gritty, into other subjects, they rarely put black voices on the panel. And not just a celebrity. We have a lot of experts in our community, black scientists, black doctors, black lawyers. We have it. We have the best expert that money can buy. But if CNN don't put it on there, then it won't happen. If they don't have black executive producers that make the decision, we will never see that. That's why I tune into Roland Martin on the Filter, because on that particular show, I can watch it on YouTube. He have black lawyers on there, black doctors on there, and I'm learning things that I never would have thought of if I didn't tune into that black man show, in which he break things down for I can understand it. And that's why I'm a little bit more politically engaged, because I'm tuning into some outlets that really educate me on politics and the people that is actually doing things, because it's people in the Congressional Black Caucus really have put bills to help, have done things that's in the black contract of America for Black America. They actually put bills into action. But because of Mitch McConnell, who is a Republican, by the way, refused to put those bills up for a vote. And my thing is this: if you really for all people, Mitch McConnell, why do you put it up there for a vote? So when people say, well, the Republicans, I look at the Republican leadership, they rarely put bills up to help the masses of the people. And I feel like if the Congress passed a bill, put it up there for a vote in the Senate. So I'm glad that Chuck Schumer is in charge, and I hope Chuck Schumer uses his power the same way Mitch McConnell used his power when he was in charge.
Well, maybe he will, I don't know. I want to also say that I'm not always, in agreement with everyone from the Republican Party. some people that I'm not so much in agreement. Mitch McConnell, I'm not a fan of, but some of as far as Trump's policies that he proposed, some of them I did agree with, especially immigration. And people, that's very controversial, but people don't understand that immigration actually affects the Black community more in a negative way than we know. People don't know that it actually has more of an impact on us than it does on other communities. Well, I don't want to hold up. I actually have to go.
I agree with you on that.
But I did want to call because I was very, your show. I'm going to subscribe to you.
I agree. Well, thank you for subscribing to me. How did you find out about the Wiley Show?
I have Roku and I have the YouTube, I guess, app, and sometimes I guess maybe I was watching. It does recommendations.
Yes.
So I believe maybe I was watching one of the other shows, like a show that's like what is the name of that person? Paris Milan, I think I was watching with certain people that I watched.
Okay.
So I think you came up from the recommendation. So I just said, let me click it. I noticed you were live.
Yes.
And I heard what you were speaking of as I was, cooking dinner.
Yes, I'm glad.
So I just figured I would give you a call.
Well,
so
thank you.
You're doing a great job. I really like the show.
Well,
thank you for allowing me to speak.
Yes, and thank you for calling in and giving me your point of view. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Take care, sir.
Right,
have a nice day.
All right.
A nice night. Good night.
Bye. Okay. Bye. Wow. That is. I'm excited. Y'all, go ahead. I'm excited. Wow. She got a recommendation. So that means the Wiley Show is growing. They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. They said my audience is filled with old church ladies. But I'm glad to say okay. Because they coming up. They coming up so hard. All right. Well, we thank y'all so very much. Because they be coming at us so hard. They really, really do. We thank y'all so very much for tuning in to the Wiley Show. Thank you so very much for liking the button. I want to give a special shout out to all of my producers, to all of the moderators in the house. Thank you, Armor Brown 09. Thank you, Tori Mom. Thank you, Jay Rio. Thank you, North Dakota. Thank you, Blue Skies. Thank you, Puppy Love. B Skills, Mouth Open, Shantae Day, TLC and 3D1, Bright Star. Make sure y'all go subscribe today. She's a YouTuber. But make sure y'all go subscribe to Armin Brown 09. Shout out to those, all of the producers. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night, wonderful day. Thank you to all the callers, and we will see y'all in the next live. Peace. Right.